All right, the big political story of the day is the big political push by the Congress party led by Rahul Gandhi. They have unveiled an ambitious Bharat Jodo Yatra, which is going to stretch across 150 cities. It's the countdown for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, and the Congress has also changed tack. A massive Bharat Jodo Yatra launched today. Helmed by Rahul Gandhi, it will travel from Kanyakumari all the way to Kashmir. The attempt, they say, is to unite the country against the politics of divide and hate. Before launching the mega rally, Rahul Gandhi paid tribute to his father in Tamil Nadu's Sri Perumbudur and took a khadi tricolour from the state's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. He hit out at the BJP while addressing a gathering there.
It gives me great joy to be beginning this Bharat Jodo Yatra from this beautiful place. Why is it that after so many years after independence, we are feeling the need, and not just the Congress party, but millions and millions of Indian people are feeling the need of a Bharat Jodo Yatra. Demonetization, a flawed GST, the 3 anti-farmer laws, these are all designed to help the same few business people. The idea is very similar to what the British used to do. Divide India, make Indians fight with each other, and then steal from the Indian people. Those days it used to be called the East India Company. It was one big company that controlled the whole of India. Today there are 3-4 big companies that control the whole of India.
India is the institutions that protect this flag. India is a free media that protects this flag. India is a judiciary that protects this flag. And today, every single one of our institutions is under attack by the BJP and the RSS.
Now, this rally will crisscross the country from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, covering over 3,750 kilometers through 12 states and reaching its destination in 150 days. The Congress looks at it as a bid to strike a connection with people, create ground for itself in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, a claim, though, that was met with cynicism.
अगर भारत जोड़ो यात्रा करना है तो राहुल गांधी को ये यात्रा पाकिस्तान में करना सही है। भारत में यात्रा करने से क्या फायदा होगा? भारत तो जुड़ा हुआ है, खंडित क्या हुआ? पाकिस्तान ही खंडित हुआ। तो इसीलिए मैं राहुल गांधी को सलाह देता हूं कि भारत जोड़ो कार्यक्रम आप पाकिस्तान में लेके जाइए।
हेमंत विश्व शर्मा आजकल जहर उगलने का काम करते हैं। नए नए मुल्ला हैं, पहले कांग्रेस में थे, अब भाजपा में गए हैं तो नया मुल्ला ज्यादा प्याज खाता है। ये संघ के कार्यालय में गए होंगे और उन्होंने अखंड भारत का नक्शा देखा। ये पाकिस्तान, मतलब वो उसी लाइन से कह रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान जाए तो भारत जोड़ना है। और ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग कहते हैं कि सारे मुसलमान को पाकिस्तान दे दो और पाकिस्तान को अखंड भारत में मिला लो। तो फिर भेजने का क्या मतलब है?
मैसेज देना नहीं चाहते, मैसेज लेना चाहते हैं। यात्रा इस महीने में अलग है कि हम लोग क्लियरली ये महसूस कर रहे हैं कि भारत जो है वो ज्योग्राफिकली तो जुड़ा हुआ है, कन्याकुमारी से कश्मीर तक कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हिस्टोरिकली भी जो है हम जुड़े हुए हैं। लेकिन आज जो करंट सिचुएशन को आप देखेंगे तो ऑन डिफरेंट इश्यूज, जैसे आप अगर इकोनॉमिकली बात करें तो ये क्या है कि देश के जो बड़े कॉरपोरेट हैं उनका जो है कर्जा माफ किया जा रहा है और आपसे जो है, मेरा नाम कन्हैया है, मक्खन पे जो है जीएसटी ली जा रही है, दूध पे जीएसटी ली जा रही है। कांग्रेस के ऊपर हमला करने से अच्छा होता अगर वो महंगाई पे हमला किए होते।
जो अपनी पार्टी को जोड़ नहीं सके वो भारत जोड़ने निकले, और जो अपने को अपनी पार्टी से भी नहीं जोड़ सके वो भारत जोड़ो की यात्रा पर निकले। कांग्रेस तो अपने लोगों को जोड़ नहीं पा रही है, उनके अपने पुराने समर्पित छोड़कर जा रहे हैं, और राहुल जी चले हैं देश जोड़ने। तो राहुल जी पहले अपना घर तो संभाल लेते। तो ये छलावा है, दिखावा है। इट इज हिपोक्रेसी ऑफ द वर्स्ट ऑर्डर।
However, even before the launch, the Grand Old Party came in for criticism with the uncomfortable appearance of Robert Vadra in the Yatra posters. Many questioned whether the intent of the Yatra was to unite the country or to unite the Congress behind the Parivar, from Rahul Gandhi being anointed president all over again to Robert Vadra also somehow getting his foot in the door. In fact, Ashok Gehlot today only made these charges stronger when he very matter-of-factly said that Rahul Gandhi is the natural president of the party. Mind you, this is at a time when the Congress has announced a purported schedule for presidential elections in October.
न्याय करेंगे हमारे साथ में, जो निर्णय करेंगे उस वक्त में ये अपना परा नहीं देखते हैं, ये हकीकत है। गांधी परिवार की सबसे बड़ी खूबी मैं ये मानता हूँ, वो नहीं देखता है ये मेरा है या पराया है। आज भी राहुल गांधी के पीछे क्यों पड़े हुए हैं कांग्रेसियन कि राहुल गांधी कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष बनेंगे तो पार्टी एकजुट रहेगी।
Well, this Bharat Jodo is to relaunch Rahul Gandhi and then to put him in the post of the president, because the members in the party are not accepting of the party president. So instead of Bharat Jodo, they should first Jodo their party. I mean, that's the problem today, that party is not together. There are people in the party who are leaving, quitting party, who are raising questions on party, and not only elderly people, not only people like Ghulam Nabi Azad, youngsters like Shergill also, both people from all level of age are quitting party.
Alright, so what is the real intent of the Yatra? To Jodo Bharat or to Jodo the party behind the Parivar? Joining us right now, Tom Vadakkan, spokesperson of the BJP, and advocate Ehtesham Hashmi, political analyst. Let's start with you, Mr. Hashmi. What's the intent?
Actually, we all know that since last 10 to 15 years, several political parties are trying to divide our nation on few things, like on religion, on socio-economical and political things. And I seriously want to congratulate, I want to salute Rahul Gandhi from all fellow Indians, that he initiated a positive thing. He is trying to infuse a positive atmosphere into the atmosphere of hate. And it's a very crucial yatra, Bharat Jodo Yatra, because we have seen so many incidents, so many instances initiated by BJP government to divide us on communal lines. Now, one leader from one most important and oldest political party, Rahul Gandhi, is initiating this Bharat Jodo Yatra. It's a unique thing. It's an amazing thing for all of us.
Okay.
Now, we must participate in this yatra, because Bharat Jodo concept is very crucial for our socio-economical and political development.
Okay, Tom Vadakkan, you spent years destroying this country. Rahul Gandhi is going to fix it.
Well, this band-aid culture that Rahul Gandhi talks about doesn't work. In his speech today, he said we are now going to listen to the problems of the people. Padmaja, are you suggesting that till now he was not listening to the problems of the people? He has to travel so many kilometers to understand the problems? I mean, he has been working on what concept, what ideology, he doesn't himself know.
You have not read the agenda of Bharat Jodo Yatra. Please read it properly.
Now let me, give me my space. That's your problem now.
Sir, you are not entitled to make wrong statement. No, I'm
not.
You are trying,
this is not a courtroom. This is not a courtroom.
Have you seen
this
the agenda
is
of
not
Bharat
a
Jodo Yatra?
courtroom.
Please,
Padmaja,
let me ask
give me my space.
Question. Have you seen the agenda of Bharat Jodo Yatra? Or you are just trying to propagate with your WhatsApp University knowledge, which you have gained from WhatsApp University?
Respond, Mr. Vadakkan.
What is he talking
Have you seen the agenda
about?
of Bharat Jodo Yatra?
I mean, he is reducing political entities to WhatsApp culture. Shocking. I mean, he's all about that. Now, the point here is they have an agenda.
I'm just asking a simple question. Have you seen the agenda of Bharat Jodo Yatra?
Before you entered the Congress party, I have seen the agenda for quite some time. There is nothing new. There's a gentleman called Oracle. I'm not taking his name. It is his concept, this Bharat Jodo concept. He lives in an utopia of his own. And he's bought out this concept thinking that he could revive the Congress. And rightly, you had the Congress member.
You're
now,
wrong.
Congress...
absolutely wrong.
member
Bharat Jodo
talking
Yatra
about
is for promoting communal
Congress
harmony.
member Shashi
Like a
Tharoor
protest
saying that it is about Shashi Tharoor belongs to your party or no party?
Demonetization.
Shashi Tharoor
and
belongs to your party or doesn't belong?
You have not read it properly. You are not prepared, sir.
He
You
says,
are not prepared for this debate. Please prepare
he
yourself
says,
before coming to the
Shashi
debate.
Tharoor says the objective is to
We are
Jodo
not
Congress.
discussing here on Shashi Tharoor.
There is an exodus from Congress.
Confine yourself to Bharat Jodo
government,
Yatra only.
people of India don't need your Jodo Yatra. We are all Jodoed already. We are one.
What people need?
If that is your narrative, that you think that India is divided, that is a narrative. You are in an Alice in Wonderland, my friend. You have no clue what this country is about. You have to travel from Kanyakumari to Jammu and Kashmir to understand India. Political tourism is your agenda. But point here is you are not passing through Gujarat. If your intention is to win elections, if your intention is to win elections, why are you avoiding Gujarat? The land of Gandhi. Why are you avoiding Gujarat? Because you don't want to take responsibility if you lose, okay? Now, point here is, you carry on your optics. We are not worried about you. Yes, it is good that Rahul Gandhi learns about this country. He's one man who didn't know what the NCC stands for.
I'm sorry,
I'm sorry. National
I'm sorry, because of your lack of knowledge, you are trying to beating around the bush.
This gentleman doesn't know what the NCC stands for. And today he is in a learning process. We welcome it. Let him learn. Let him understand what India is. There's no harm in it.
We all are students. We all are students. We must learn new things each and every day. And if Rahul Gandhi is also trying to learn something, it's good for us. But
it's absolutely utopian.
They just want to propagate
you are in a utopia of your own. India is one. We don't need a band-aid politics from your leader.
On various lines.
Who is dividing India?
India
today in the world is a united country. If you're blind to the writing on the wall, it's your problem.
Okay.
If your party is in the ICU, that's your problem.
Okay, living in a utopia, says Tom Vadakkan. Respond, Mr. Hashmi, then I'll bring in Dr. Shankar Guha, leader of the Congress as well. Living in a utopia. Ehtesham Hashmi. This is utopian. India is one. India has always been one. India has fewer communal incidents in the last 8 years than it has in the preceding 8 years. Please do not say that India is divided. You are the only one who's going to unite it. Ehtesham Hashmi. It's utopian and it is far from the truth.
I can prove it on record. One very old worker of RSS has filed a detailed affidavit before Maharashtra court that RSS is trying to instigate violence by executing bomb blast. And you are saying that we are one. The BJP is trying to divide us on communal lines since 2014 and since last 25 years. What BJP and RSS is doing, we all know.
Okay, respond to that, Mr. Vadakkan.
50 riots, Padmaja, 50 riots during their charge. And today, they are pointing out that the RSS is breaking India, aliens have come and disturbed India. My God. 50 riots, mind-blowing riots in this country. And you talk about uniting India. India is united. That's why we are together today.
Have you read
whether it's any party, if your leader believes that there is, it's a Don Quixote situation. It's a Don Quixote situation. He's fighting a war against himself. We are not bothered.
Okay, so Dr. Shankar Guha, is this purported divide, which is, or that purported whatever, jo bhi toota hua hai, is it being imagined in order to give a plank for this yatra to take off, whose larger purpose is to provide a relaunch vehicle for Mr. Gandhi? Is that the real purpose, to relaunch Mr. Gandhi in order to help him take over the reins of the party?
Good evening to you, Padmaja, and good evening to all the other panelists and to all the viewers. To your question of relaunching our leader Rahul Gandhi, I think it is a well-established fact that he doesn't have to be relaunched. He has launched and he has proved himself. He is the only person talking bravely, questioning the government and taking all the heat from them in spite of all sorts of intimidations from the government. So there is no need for us to relaunch him. You know, unity in diversity, that is what this country is known for. We need unity. Unity does not always mean uniformity. We don't have to be the sort of cultural, linguistic and culinary, clothing, in every sort of way. India is different. We have our own style in every small geographical area. We need to respect that. Well, you cannot bring a uniform thing in the entire country. In the last, let me give you the example of Karnataka. In the last 3 years, Karnataka has witnessed the highest number of communal murders, the highest number of communal tensions. Why is it happening? Padmaja, let me state it on record to you. It is there on the public domain. You can verify it. There have been more than 40 murders of alleged communal murders, of alleged right-wing or BJP workers. Not one single conviction. We don't talk about these murders, we don't talk about these investigations beyond 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 days. What is happening? It is more than evident. You see, do we talk about development? Do we talk about women's safety? Do we talk about sexual harassment in Karnataka? Nothing. You know, in the last 1 week, because of rains, the entire city is drowning. And we have our Yuva Morcha president marketing a dosa joint. You know, this is the
So how is the Yatra going to fix the civic mess in Karnataka for one?
Now, I'll tell you, I'm coming to that. Every point is divided on a communal basis. Every point. From a murder to the last whatever recent incident you take, for everything you bring in food, you bring, they brought a meat ban for Ganesh Chaturthi. It is a well-known fact that even meat eaters don't eat meat on that day. If somebody has to eat meat, can't he go the previous day, purchase it and come and eat? You know, that's a very obvious thing. So other than polarizing, other than using communal issues to divide the country, we haven't seen anything else.
Okay, so specific examples have been given, Mr. Vadakkan, by Dr. Shankar Guha. He's giving you specific examples now from his state, Karnataka. That is the healing touch that Rahul Gandhi will give.
Well, if it is the healing touch in Karnataka, start with Karnataka to begin with. And let me tell you something. There is an organization called PFI. And there is a strong alignment of the Congress party with the PFI, be it in Karnataka, be it in Rajasthan, and in Kerala. There is an electoral adjustment at the municipal level too. The young member of parliament, when he fights from his constituency in Kerala, he is supported by whom? Our questioning is not what role they have played. I am giving you specific examples which cannot be denied. PFI, tie-ups, your narrative is supportive of China. What did you sign with China? Now tell me something. What is that white paper that you signed with China that whenever an issue comes, you are not with the country, you are supporting the Chinese? You say they have occupied land. But tell us now today on this television program, Mr. Guha, what is it that you have signed off? Have you signed with the devil? The question people are asking. Where do you stand on these issues?
Okay, Mr. Guha, I'll give you a quick chance to rebut.
Padmaja, if I can answer that?
Yes, please.
If I can answer that. Sir, Tom sir, you are in power in the state in Karnataka, you are in power in the country. It doesn't take much time for you to take action against the PFI, SDPI or any fringe element that you are naming. You start taking action, we will support you. And what is the proof that, see, you cannot make statements in the air saying that we have a deal with so and so and so. Bring in papers. Whoever is responsible for that, you take action against them. Anyway, you are using all the central agencies in your fingertips. Use them. Take action. We want action to be taken. And let me tell you categorically, whether it is the Owaisi brothers, whether it is the PFI or SDPI or other such fringe elements, they are all your B team. You bring them in, you feed them, you support them, and you are growing them. Understand that.
All right. I'm going to leave it at that because there are more examples that we'll speak of in detail, and especially you, Mr. Shankar Guha, since you come from Karnataka, let me remind you that it's only yesterday that we have accessed the NIA charge sheet in the case of the killing of Bajrang Dal worker Harsha. A charge sheet which actually said that something that your party tried to pass off as revenge killing was actually done specifically to strike terror in the heart of the Hindu community. This is what the NIA's charge sheet has said. Who is going to address this kind of divide and this kind of hate in the Bharat Jodo Yatra? Will you speak about that? We wonder. For now, thank you very much, gentlemen, for having joined me. Quick break.